Donald Trump really, really loves authoritarian dictators across the planet. Yesterday, while speaking to reporters in front of Marine Force One, Donald Trump heaped nothing but praise on North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Said, "I just got another letter from this guy, and let me tell you, he gets it. He gets it," Donald Trump told us. This man, who we just found out actually murdered his half-brother, murders political dissidents in his own country, forces people to live in some of the worst poverty situations we've ever seen across the planet just because he can, while hoarding all the riches for himself. Donald Trump thinks that he is a great and wonderful man. Here is Donald Trump's exact quote. He says, "I just received a beautiful letter from Kim Jong-un. I think the relationship is very well, but I appreciated the letter." And he goes on, and forgive me here, these are Donald Trump's exact words, and I know they are not going to make sense, but just listen for a second. "I will say it again. I think that North Korea has tremendous potential, and I'll be there. I think that North Korea, under his leadership, but North Korea, because of what it represents, the people are great, the land is great, the location is incredible between Russia, China, and South Korea. I think North Korea has tremendous potential, and the one that feels that more than anybody is Kim Jong-un. He gets it. He totally gets it." Now, if you picked up, despite the huge grammatical errors in this man's syntax, if you picked up on the underlying message there, it's what we've been saying since day one when Donald Trump walked out of his first meeting with Kim Jong-un. What did he talk about back then? He talked about the real estate possibilities. How great it would be. "Oh, you got beachfront property here. Wow. You could do some great things. You could build some good condos, some good apartments." And then right here, he talks about the land, the potential. Donald Trump wants to start buying up real estate in North Korea, as soon as he leaves office. That's the point. So he is willing to overlook all of the gross human rights abuses of a guy like Kim Jong-un. Again, just found out he murdered his half-brother. Murders political dissidents in his country every day. One of the worst human rights abusers on the planet, absolutely giving Saudi Arabia a run for their money in that arena. And Donald Trump says he's a really great guy. Not only that, but he then later went on to elaborate even more, saying he's not doing nuclear testing. We stopped that. No, you didn't. He's not testing missiles anymore. Yes, he is. He's only testing short-range missiles, which doesn't concern us. Yeah, but it concerns all of our allies in the region because they can still get hit by those missiles. Japan contradicted you on that just a couple weeks ago. But you don't care. You don't care what this psychopath over there in North Korea is doing as long as he opens up his country for you to swoop in and buy that real estate. And to be honest, may seem counterintuitive here, I hope he does. And I hope you go and invest billions of dollars in North Korea, because I can promise you, you're going to lose every single dime that you sink into that country. Who wants to go buy a condo in an area where you may be thrown in prison for 3 generations because you criticized the leader? Who wants to live in an area where you can't even afford to buy those condos because all the wealth is being hoarded by Kim Jong-un and his family and his military? Yeah, that's going to be an absolute disaster. But I honest to God think that you, Mr. Trump, are dumb enough to sink all your money into that project. And to that, I say full steam ahead, bud. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.